Hi viewers, welcome. In this video, we will try to see some of the interview questions related to the EAM module, Emergency Access Management in SAP GRC. As I'm telling in all the videos, it is not that every interviewer asks the same questions and the interviewer may expect different answers from you as well. This video is only for the knowledge sharing purpose. In emergency access management, first most important question frequently asked is, can you tell me the difference between centralized and decentralized firefighters? So centralized firefighter and decentralized firefighter, the difference is like when you are using a centralized system, the firefighter user will log into the GRC system and executes the transaction GRC underscore SPM or GRC underscore EAM. Then it will show you the firefighter assigned to this firefighter user in different connector systems. Via this firefighter UD, they can log into the other connector systems and they can do the work. This is centralized. Decentralized in the sense, the firefighter user will log into the connector system but not the GRC system and will execute the transaction GRCPI / GRIA underscore EAM, where it will show you the firefighters which are available for this user in that connector system. So this is the difference between centralized and decentralized. Centralized, the firefighter user will log into the GRC system and will connect to the connector system via Firefighter ID. Whereas in the decentralized system, the firefighter user will log into the connector system and connects to itself via Firefighter ID. Next comes a new question. What is the parameter used for enabling or disabling the centralized and decentralized firefighter ID concepts? So 4015 is the parameter which is used for setting this centralized or decentralized firefighter ID concept. Sometimes the interviewer also asks the question on ID based firefighter ID and role based firefighter ID. Can you tell me the differences? So ID based firefighter concept is like there will be a special firefighter ID will be created and this will be assigned to the firefighter users, that is the dialogue users. Whereas role based firefighter concept is like there will be a firefighter role which is directly assigned to the firefighter user according to the requirement. The most important questions which is asked in almost all the interviews related to EAM is, what is the key parameter which is used to identify the firefighter ID by GRC system? So the answer is 4010 parameter. What we will maintain in this 4010 parameter is a role. The standard role is GRAC underscore SPM underscore FFID. So this role is to be maintained in 4010 parameter so that the GRC system recognizes the firefighter ID in the connectors. Means what? So if suppose my GRC system is connected to 3 or 4 connector systems, in each and every connector system I should create this role, and for the firefighter ID, that is the service ID, compulsory I should assign this role. Then only the GRC will recognize that this service ID is a firefighter ID because the role is assigned to it. This role is nothing but we are mentioning in the parameter 4010. Here some interviewers ask one more question also. Suppose I have multiple connector systems to GRC. Let me assume 3 to 4 systems. I am giving in 4010 a single role name for identification of firefighter ID. Is it mandatory that the role name should be same across all the connectors, or we can use different role names for identification of firefighter? In generally, we use a single role name so that it will be easy for identification across all the connectors. But we can also use different FFID roles identifiers in different connectors. That also can be configured in GRC SPRO settings. That is feasible. In centralized system, the good practice generally we do is we will go for single name for all the connectors, and whereas in decentralized, in every connector system we will use a different firefighter ID roles. Continuation to this, some more interviewers ask the question, what is the authorization object there in this firefighter ID role? There is only single authorization S underscore RFC that is there in this firefighter role. I have created a firefighter ID, and when I am searching in the GRC system, I am unable to find the firefighter ID. What could be the cause? Simple cause is synchronization. Firefighter IDs are generally created in the connector systems. So when you are searching for that firefighter ID in the GRC system, first the data sync should happen. So repository object sync, incremental, compulsory should happen, and recommended to happen full sync also, so that all the firefighter IDs which are created in the connector systems will get synced to the GRC. And foremost important thing is, for that firefighter ID, compulsory the role whatever we have specified in 4010, that is firefighter ID identifier role, must be assigned. Then only the GRC system will recognize that ID as a firefighter ID. Next question is, what are the difference between firefighter owner and controller, and what do they do? So firefighter owner is a person who is responsible for approving the firefighter assignment to the firefighter user, whereas firefighter controller is the one who is responsible to review the logs of the firefighter and approve it. Is it required for every firefighter an owner and controller must be there? We can have a firefighter without controller as well, but we need to set in the parameters in SPR. Can a firefighter owner and controller be same? Yeah, they can be same, but it is not recommended. Can the firefighter owner or controller can raise the request for the firefighter ID for which they are assigned as owner or controller? Strictly speaking, a firefighter owner should not raise the request for the ID for which he is owned. Where can I do that? I can stop this in SPRO by using the parameter settings. How does a firefighter controller reviews the logs? So a firefighter controller will get the logs via notification, or we can set it as a workflow. So there he will receive the inbox firefighter log request. He can open the request and they can see what all the transactions executed by the firefighter user using this ID. Can a firefighter controller reject that firefighter request log? No. Logs cannot be rejected. Only they can return back to the firefighter user for any clarification on the usage. These are the few important questions mostly asked in the interviews related to SAP GRC EAM module. We will cover few more questions in the upcoming videos. If you have faced any new questions related to SAP GRC EAM, please feel free to comment the questions so that we can cover in the upcoming videos. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a nice day.